Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update.
What are the other mistakes they make in MBA colleges is the same mistake they make in engineering colleges. Is that the entrance exam is so difficult that once they get in, they say, "Ah, ab to aaram karenge."
I have an Accelera interview lined up in the next few months, the BM and HR both. So how do I go about explaining to the interviewers that I have a thing for HR and I can become a good asset for them?
I'll tell you a little bit about my own XLRI interview, so if that kind of helps you in any way. So I remember it was a panel of 3 people at the time. I don't know if things have changed. And most of the questions were on economics. I didn't expect that to happen in an MBA institute, but I had at least 2 or 3 questions coming to me on economics. There was no question coming to me on PM and IR at the time. However, I feel that if you tell them a little bit about some work that you may have done, some assignment, some internship, some project that you may have done, and if you can sort of get the HR angle of that and present that to them as proof that while I'm an engineer and I'm great at analytical skills and all of that, I've also got this other side to me because people tend to look at people only as one dimensional. So you want to show the other dimension and say, I've done blah, 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 and I have this kind of HR orientation and inclination, and that might go in your favor rather than pushing it saying, I'm very fond of HR because it's show rather than tell is what I would suggest you.
As you said that MBA course is something which is corporate background and then it has come backward that way. I have to work in a corporate field and I should not feel that I should have learned this back when I was doing MBA. So what will be those things which I should learn and look forward to or takeaways in the MBA course? That's what I feel.
That's a fantastic question. So what happens, I feel the biggest thing that you should learn, and that this is my personal opinion, is to try to experiment with all the specialties. Don't go in saying that I'm only going to learn about finance because I've already decided I want to be in finance. Do marketing courses, do finance courses, pick up some HR courses, do some tech, do OR. Basically, just dive into everything. You're young. This is a stage where you should look at it as education rather than specialization. Maybe towards your second year, you want to, towards the second half, maybe you want to start specializing. But I feel go in with an open mind and do courses across. Pick up the best professors, try to learn from them, go in and talk to them. And you get a lot of projects when you're in your MBA. Sometimes I find students go on to Google and the project is over. Project is an opportunity not only for you to learn the topic, but to also forced interaction with a company, get experience, go to the company's office. So as far as possible, my suggestion would be, you know, even if you can't attend a class, that is fine, but don't miss out on industry experience, don't miss out on interactions, and also try to take part in a lot of events that happen. You'll have a marketing fair, for instance, in your institution, wherever you'll go. You'll have a finance fair, you'll have some tech expo or something happening. All of these things happen at the best of the institutions. Take active part in it, not only as a participant, sometimes you want to get into the management of the expo. It will teach you so much. What your management course will not teach you, managing that marketing fair will teach you so much that you will come out of the 2 years saying that I think I'm good to be a manager in a company.
So, looking at your journey, you landed from a corporate, you were working, and then you became an entrepreneur now. How did you convince your mind and heart to come out from the corporate world where you have a salary fixed and then to an entrepreneurship?
You know, I feel the more you think very hard about something, the harder it gets. The more you follow your heart, the easier it gets. But that's entirely my philosophy. Money is very important. Safety, financial safety is very important. how did I convince myself? I was rosy-eyed when I did it. I was, 30 years old and sort of very excited about the world. And also very, very, as a person, very passionate about doing something and getting after it. So the banking career was great, money was great, the status was great, uh, all of that was great, but there was a very serious part of me that was not getting fulfilled. I had two options, either to live and wait for the 1st of every month or 25th of every month. In those days it used to be. For a large part I convinced myself that वो 25 तारीख के ऊपर 29 days निकल सकते हैं. And धीरे धीरे it became bigger and better, so उस पे निकल जाते थे 29 days. But after some time, I don't know how to answer this question because it's individual. I must admit I'm fortunate because I had a husband who was keeping the kitchen fires burning, so it wasn't entirely my responsibility to, earn, so it helps. It does help. I have to admit that that was a big factor. So you keep that in your mind. Don't jump immediately from a job into an entrepreneurship saying, "Usne kiya tha, main bhi karunga." So remember that, stable salary, if your wife is earning or your spouse is earning or someone's earning, it's a factor. But other than that, follow your heart bhi koi cheez hoti hai yaar.
There are some mistakes which people tend to commit during the undergrad, and then they realize that, oh, we should have done that differently. Suppose after JE grind, we come into the college and say, okay, now I'm going to relax. And then after 4 years, I realize, it's not over there, so I have to continue the effort. Or something like I need to get into an IT job from a core sector just because it gives money. So I'm not perfect at both and end up doing something otherwise. So what are mistakes which an MBA guy does at a B school which can be avoided?
But I can't even call it a mistake. We push students into engineering, we push them into IT, and then from IT we push them into MBA, and within MBA we push them into consulting. I can't stand here and say that it's a big mistake because at the end of the day, what you also got to see is where are the jobs. So unfortunately, if the jobs are coming out of that, you'll find every single engineer doing, even if he's doing textile engineering, is ultimately doing computer science. Not because they all love computers. Maybe they do, but genuinely it is because that is where the jobs are going to be. And similarly in MBA, you'll find all your friends. So the biggest, if you say mistake, the biggest mistake would be to follow the herd. But I seriously don't know whether to call it a mistake or not, because if all the jobs are coming in one sector and you say, "Mere ko steel hi banana hai," my passion is in steel, and you don't have a steel industry coming to you with a job. So it's not right of me to stand here and say that you should always do only what you want to. Don't get influenced by the others. So that, while it is, keep that in mind, try to find a balance of what you really want to do. If banking, consulting, finance is totally not something you want to do and you're finding yourself getting pushed into that, look at digital marketing jobs. Look at slightly offbeat careers if possible. That is one mistake sometimes that happens. I've met students from IIM Ahmedabad coming and telling me we're under tremendous pressure because everybody is getting into a consulting job, and if I say I don't want to get into a consulting job, I come across as a loser. What do I do? So it's very hard for me to stand here and say that you should follow your own heart, don't get influenced, because the reality is when you are there in college, you are facing that situation, you feel pressurized. And all the companies with the fat salaries are coming and offering the consulting jobs, and you really do feel that stress that, have I done the right thing? Am I doing the right thing, or am I not doing the right thing? So that is one. So my word of advice is, if you're totally not cut out for it, try to find an alternate path which can give you growth, because you don't want to reach a bottleneck. Initially you'll get a good job and then you'll reach a bottleneck in your life, and at that point it'll get very hard to come out of it. So just bear that in mind. What are the other mistakes they make in MBA colleges is the same mistake they make in engineering colleges. Is that the entrance exam is so difficult that once they get in, they say, ab to aaram karenge. Ab to ho gaya. And before you know it, 2 years is so short. 2 years is actually not even 2 years. You get in June, and by the next year, December or so, you have your placement. So it's a 1.5 year cycle. Before you even make friends, get to know everybody, it's like placement season round the corner. No time to chillax. Chillax, by the way, is a term at XLRI. So I'm giving you a heads up for the interview. Everything in XLRI ended with AX. Yeah, so OMAX was Old Monk Association of XLRI. So Chillax was Chill Association of XLRI.
Chetna, this was fabulous. Thank you so much for taking time out.